The glint of his dagger flashed in Panthea's eyes, and her vision brightened. Her fear vanished, and the lust pressed under her throat. "Evian," she rasped as she drifted into oblivion. "Take Ash out of here." The earlier cacophony coalesced into a single voice in her head that called her to destroy the house, to tear the soldiers apart. Everything around her was a part of her. It felt like her blood coursed through the walls, the floor, the soldiers. She willed the walls to detach from the ground, and they saluted her as they freed themselves of their shackles. As she walked out, people screamed and ran away. She threw a few of them off their feet, looking for her enemies to kill. Having so much power was exhilarating. "You're all my enemies." Before she went far, a girl appeared in front of her, bringing a distant memory. "Panthea!" Panthea. She recognized that name. It was hers. "It's okay," the girl said. Panthea wanted to kill the young woman. She was a threat, one of the many who would hurt her if given a chance. But there was something familiar in that voice. The joy of wielding turned into anxiety. The light faded. "Panthea, it's me, Ash!" Ash. The memory came back. This was the same girl who had come to Rassus to learn wielding. Rassus. He was taken. "Do you recognize me?" As Panthea regained her sense of reality, she said in a hoarse whisper, "What happened? What did I do?" Evian said from behind her, "Everyone knows you and Erkenblood is what happened. We need to go." One arm occupied by his satchel and a pile of clothes, he used his free hand to take hers, and they all bolted toward the main square. As more of her senses returned, a horrific thought hit her. Taking another's life was the greatest of sins, and a line in Erkenblood with power lust could easily cross. "Did I kill anyone?" "No," Evian said. Relieved, she let go of her breath. There was a dull pain in her head, and she felt a little giddy, a sign that her blood had thinned because of an overuse of power. When she looked behind, the reason became clear. The house had turned into a pile of rubble. All her books, all her childhood memories. "Why didn't you tell us earlier?" Evian demanded as he handed her a pair of boots and her red cloak, making her realize she was on her bare feet. "We could have helped you." "On the bright side," Ash said, "those Inquisition people did not follow us. Do you know where we're going?" "We're going on the pilgrimage," Evian announced. "No, we're not." Ash stopped walking. "We have no papers. You never had one to begin with." "Those papers only take you inside the temple," Evian said. "Nobody's stopping us from leaving the city. Now let's go. We can't stop." As Helia worked on the finishing touches of the Queen's makeup, those unsettling emerald eyes stared at her through the mirror. The woman was odd. Her hair was a darker shade of black than Helia's own, but her skin was pale as porcelain, and not with much exaggeration. It made Helia's dark complexion look even darker. Without the eyeshadow to accentuate her eyes, without the blush to resemble some blood under her skin, the leader of the Southern Kingdom was a walking corpse, and someone looking like that giving you a lifeless, icy gaze was plain disturbing. Most of the time, it was impossible to read the Queen. This was especially a problem for Helia, whose job required her to do just that. None of this, however, was as strange as the Queen's youthful appearance. 50 years of age had done nothing to her perfect features and her smooth skin. It was no wonder people thought her immortal. Of course, that also had to do with the fact that no one had ever managed to kill her, and many had tried. The Dark Scepter, Helia's explanation for everything odd with the Queen, lay on the table in front of the woman, its length the shape of 3 snakes twisting together, their heads forming the top as they faced the center in a bellicose deadlock. Something looking like that could not be benign, and the fact that the Queen never let it out of her sight while she was awake was a good sign that maybe her life depended on it.